So we are more than halfway done with our mission here. And today what I really wanted to do is I wanted to get an idea of what are some of the things that have been really helpful for you so that you can take them when the cameras are gone and use them in life. And what are some of the things that you're really fearful of that are very challenging for you at this point and potentially when we're done?
Okay. Well, the good things is, a lot of times we all talk about this mission and everything, all the opportunities and things we've been given. And definitely this thing here, my trusty journal, is one of the things that I'm definitely going to take with me. I used to journal all the time, but it was just writing. Like today I did this and, this happened. It was kind of a way for me to, just keep track of things that happen.
Sure.
So, but now it's like mindful journaling.
There's a full purpose
There's
to
a
it.
purpose, in my journal. And so I'm so thankful for this process and the things that you've introduced, writing the things that I'm grateful for. When you sit, and sometimes I sit back and I take my journal, I open it and I read it, I'm like, wow, looking at gratitude and acts of kindness and those kind of things. Definitely the acts of kindness I took for granted, the little things I did, and it's like, oh, well, I held the door but when you go back and look at those things, so definitely the journaling I'm gonna take into it. I know I've been able to reach out to you, and because there are days that I have to reach out to you, tell you what happened. I was actually sick this weekend. Like I had one day this weekend that was like maybe 6 months ago, it would have been, I would have lost my mind, but I woke up and I'm doing stuff on the computer for church and getting ready for church, and I hear water running. And next thing I know, my water heater explodes. So there's water coming down the stairs, the bedroom's flooded. I don't know how to shut the water off. And then I wasn't feeling well. So then I'm nauseous, I have a headache. So there was all this stuff going on Sunday. And I went crazy at first. It was like, oh my God, I'm calling
Panic mode.
But then I took a moment, took a deep breath, and guess what? There's the valve. Turn the water off.
That's right. Breath is amazing.
I took a breath, turn the water off. And then, yes, I was sick, but you know what? I knew what I needed to do. You know what? Once I get everything accomplished, get everything settled with the water heater, just those kind of things, just taking a moment. And even with the water heater breaking and me not feeling well, I found the good in that. Thinking, you know what? I went downstairs and guess what? My stuff isn't damaged. I called somebody, the water heater's replaced, and just putting it all in perspective. So, and I wrote that stuff down because I was able to handle it.
To me, what I hear you saying is every day you're making it a practice to be mindful of the things that you're doing that are kind for other people, that you are making sure that you are being appreciative and recognizing the things that are working in your life and that are going well.
Right.
So that exactly what you're saying right now, when there are times that you feel almost out of control or you're like, really, this is really all happening to me, all of that practice is now being put to work so that you can then take a step back, problem solve, take your deep breath, and learn the strategies that you've been practicing all along to say, okay, I got this, I can handle this, I can look and see that this could have been way worse than it was.
Right.
And so what you're doing is you're reframing and you're handling situations and reprioritizing. And to me, it sounds wonderful because if you take that mindset of 90% of things in life that happen are based on your response, then when all of these things happen, when cameras are gone, when the professionals are out of your life, you will be able to learn how to take control of things that are outside of your control in real life. And so that sounds absolutely amazing to hear. And tell me a little bit about some of the things that might be a little bit more challenging.
For me, right now we have such an opportunity and we have all this support. We have you, we have Billy, we have the nutrition, so we have all these things so when you're right, when the cameras are off and someone asked me, I had a workout, and how was your workout? I said, I had a killer workout today. And like, well, what are you gonna do without Billy? And it hit me like, what am I gonna do without Billy?
What are you gonna do without Billy?
I'm still gonna go hard. I do know what I've learned from this process. I do not want to go back.
Okay.
I can't go back. I can't go back to living that life I used to live. Right now, even being just a part of this journey. Like, I know where I can see a difference. In the beginning, I didn't know like what having a fit, lean body looked like. Now I can see that. It's still off in the horizon for me.
And you can feel it,
I
though.
can feel that. I like how my body feels when I work out. I like making better choices. I like being, I've cleaned out my closet, so I'm able to get rid of those fat clothes. I remember before, when I do stuff, I was like, well, let me hold this just in case, I gain more weight. I'm not doing that anymore.
That's wonderful. So you really are doing things different as opposed to the same thing.
Anymore. I said, well, I better hold on to this just in case. No, I'm not holding on to those fat clothes anymore.
So let me ask you a question, though. How is it that you handle, because anytime we're going through transformations in life, there are ups and downs. That's just part of the process. How are you handling challenges that in our minds we used to make extreme, like, oh my gosh, I'm not losing the weight today, or this week it's not happening. And each one of you may have your own struggles in this process and some of these challenges. How do you handle that when you don't have the support and you have these ups and downs?
Well, actually, funny you mentioned that, because that is one of the struggles. I don't know, like right now, if I have a week where I don't lose, or if I have, if my inches aren't what I thought they should have been, should have been when I measured, it's hard.
It is.
But I have all the support now. If something happens, well, Billy said, well, this is what's happening. We can look at numbers and tell why stuff is happening or whatever. So honestly, I know I'm going to keep going, but I know it's going to be a little harder without the support, and not just the support of the professionals, these girls, right? I'm with these girls 3-4 times a week.
It's a support system in itself.
Right. So, I don't know. I'm praying. I'm definitely praying. And it's going to be different, not, seeing these girls, 3 and 4 times a week. And so actually, I'm just praying that all these tools that I've learned, that I will continue, because I don't want to go back.
Sure.
Because I don't want to live that life anymore. Because I want to continue to get leaner and be stronger, not just for me, and everything that I'm learning is trying to teach Jordan that as well.
Sure, as a mother, for you to teach your sons.
I need to be fit to show him. So, it's going to be hard. So I'm working on trying to figure out how I'm going to do that.
Well, one of the things I want to suggest to you, though, is when you make statements like that on what has been helpful and what has been working, you want to document that. We constantly talk about things that don't work. We talk to many people about the same story over and over that's not helpful to us. Right. So what you're sharing are the things that are helpful, having that support system. So it may not be the same girls, but girls that have the same shared values and goals that you may find to make a workout for yourself. Knowing the biggest thing, that it's between your ears, your mind, that is going to control the way that you succeed when this mission is done. So when you do have ups and downs, it's being able to say to yourself, okay, so I got this, I know what I need to put in place, or I know what it was that I wasn't on top of before. And it's you being able to use all of that self-talk that you've been working so hard with. And that specifically is how you will be successful when all of these cameras are gone, because you're doing it now. It just needs to be recorded and then utilized when you need it.